For the last 12 months, I've been using a ring light that I purchased from Amazon for £25, which is roughly 31 US dollars. And it's done the job, it's served me well. However, now I want something that's got a bit more oomph, more flexibility, better build quality, and more importantly, from a reputable brand. So I reached out to NEEWER and basically said to them that I'm a small YouTube channel, I'm looking to upgrade my lighting setup, this is what I currently use, and can you help me? And they were so quick to respond, extremely helpful, and this is what they recommended. The NEEWER RH12B 12-inch ring light. Now the guys at NEEWER kindly sent me this for free on the premise that I do a review video, and I was more than happy to oblige. Aside from doing music reactions on this channel, I have in the past done product reviews and tutorials and stuff like that, so it still stays within my channel niche, I guess. Plus it gives me a great opportunity to test this out and share the product experience with you. Now after watching this video, if you do want to grab yourself one of these, they currently retail at $89.99 GBP or about 113 US dollars. However, if you buy it from the NEEWER store directly, there's currently a 25% discount. I'll chuck a link in the description below, and if you use this link I might get a couple of quid, which helps support my channel. So to kick things off, let's do the unboxing. Wow, this looks very professional and fancy. A carry case. Very nice indeed. Convenient. Let's open her up. Oh wow. Okay, clearly me spending 25 quid on my previous ring light from Amazon, you can already tell the difference just in what they're already offering. Let's get her out. Some instructions, which I will have a read through at some point. I think this is the Bluetooth controller to take selfies and pictures with your phone, I believe. I'll have a look at that later. Okay, this is the bevel swivel head thing, which your light will attach to, or potentially your camera, one or the other. Yeah, I mean, even this is much better quality. I can feel like the weight of it versus the one that I'm currently using. It's solid. It just feels like it costs more, which clearly it does. What we got here? This is so exciting. Nice. We've got a USB-C to mains British adapter, so that's going to be very handy. Can't plug everything into a computer to power it up after all. USB-C to USB-C cable. This is the phone holder, and this is, oh, yeah, the case is awesome. This is really good. Yeah, I mean, this is much better quality than what I've currently got, and I'm guessing in here is probably the stand, which I'm gonna have to get my old knifey out. Yeah, solid quality, nice and compact, does the job. Thank you very much, NEEWER. I'm gonna piece all of this together. We are ready to rock and roll. I'm so impressed by the build quality and the sturdiness of this. It just feels solid in comparison to my current ring light, which admittedly costs a third of the price, but I guess you get what you pay for. And you can just tell this isn't made with cheap materials and components and plastics. It's a solid bit of kit. And one nice feature I noticed whilst putting this together was even on the ring light itself, you've got a couple of additional entry points, which in theory you could connect some additional attachments and components to if you so desire. I did have a bit of a panic when I saw the length of the lead. However, the USB-C to USB-C cable connects to your AC adapter, and then that connects to the remote control, which connects to your light. So you've got about 2 meters of length there. So the way I've got this set up is my Sony ZV-1 at eye level in front of me, and to my left, just off center, I've got the RH12B angled about 45 degrees, which is just how I like it for recording my content. With regards to the Sony camera that I'm looking at right now, I've set it to auto because otherwise it's going to be a nightmare every time I'm changing the brightness and the temperature settings on this device. The shot's going to look horrible, so hopefully the Sony camera is intelligent enough to sort that out for us. As you can see, or probably not because we're in pitch black darkness, I've got the brightness set to 0, and I'm going to kick things off with 5000 Kelvin because I think that's a nice midpoint. It's not too cold, it's not too warm, it's sort of similar to daytime temperature. So let's add some brightness. Let's start at the first or the lowest brightness level. Whoa. Okay, that's quite impressive just for the lowest setting. This is so much more powerful than my current lighting rig, which was 10 watts, and this is 24. Now I suppose this is probably representative almost of the highest setting that I had on my current setup. And obviously the effect I'm going for is like that shadow down the right side of my face to make it a bit more dramatic and moody. Plus, because I do reaction videos, I have the light on that side because generally I've got a computer screen or a monitor screen to my right hand side, so that naturally lights up the right side of my face anyway. It's super, super bright. I can see the purpose of using that if it was further away, or if you're using it for, as I say, camera shots, portraits and things like that, maybe thumbnails and everything else. That's one of the reasons I wanted to get a light that had this flexibility, because I had 13 different brightness settings on my other ring light, and it was stuck on 3 different Kelvin temperatures. So there was no like midpoint. You couldn't really cater it to your lighting conditions and any other lights that you've got around you. This, you've already seen, you've got 100 increments of brightness levels, which is fantastic. And I haven't even touched the temperature controls yet. So what I suggest I do to myself is I'm going to keep it at 100 brightness and change the temperatures, see what it looks like. So you can see here, if you press the set button, it switches between the brightness level and the temperature. So all I'm going to do now is knock this down to 2900 Kelvin, which is the lowest it will go. And you can see on the Sony camera now, it's got a warm effect. If that's what you're going for, suits you fine. Let's go up to 4000 or even 3500. You can see it's just getting a little bit cooler. I actually quite like that. Yeah, it looks all right. Just waiting for this to adapt because my face was quite red there, wasn't it? 5000 Kelvin, which is what we had been demoing on previously. Let's jump up to 6000. So we're getting quite cool now into the bluer effect, which is great. I think quite a lot of my videos I was recording using the 6500 Kelvin temperature on my other ring light. I just liked the effect. I just like that cool effect. Plus, I think it's easier to change it in post and in your editing software. I use DaVinci Resolve. I just think it's easier to change your temperature and stuff like that when you're using a cooler temperature versus trying to use something that you've done too warm and trying to make it cooler, if that makes sense. Now we're on 7000, so this is as cool as it will go. And again, I quite like that. I like the blues and the cooler temperatures. If you look at programs like Ozark, where they use a lot of blues and greens. I love the color grading and the tone of that TV program and series. It looks fantastic. Another cool feature is you've got a bunch of scenes that you can play about with to your heart's content for cinematic purposes. I'm not going to stand in front of the camera whilst I do this, but I'll quickly just show you on the remote control how to get into that section. You just press the M button or the mode button, and then you can easily scroll through the different scenes and have a play about with them. And in the same way that you can adjust the brightness on the standard control, just press the set button and you can adjust this up or down. So it might, for example, change the frequency or variation of the strobing effect, or how long stuff fades in and out. I think that's just a really cool thing and option to have, and gives you some scope to get quite creative. And now we're back to normality. I've got this set at 5000 Kelvin and only 10% on the brightness levels. I think this is a cracking piece of kit. I genuinely do. It's solid build and quality, the power and the level of brightness it can go to. As I just said, I'm on 10% brightness at the moment and I'm fully exposed in this shot. And if you have got any questions, feel free to throw them my way in the comments section below and I'll be more than happy to reply. Thank you to NEEWER for sending me this light, because if you hadn't done, I wouldn't have been able to make this video. If you have enjoyed this video, kindly give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see some more. And if you do want to see how I progress with this light and how it impacts my videos in the future, I guess there's only one way to do that. You've got to watch my videos in the future. Thank you so much for watching. Look after yourselves. Hopefully I'll see you very soon. Bye for now, people.